Hey, Joanna. Thanks for all your work these past many weeks. And now here in week 10, I wanted to send you a video reply here as we're nearing the end of the course and respond to what you've written about the forgiveness of sins. I think what I most want to underscore is your insight into the nature of forgiveness as something that is not only after the fact, after a sin has been committed or a debt has been accrued. Something about forgiveness is already present, already operative in relationships. And that I think is important testimony to God's forgiveness and the nature of God, and therefore how God enacts forgiveness through Jesus. It's not a matter only of cleaning up a mess that we have made, but instead, you might say, further sort of healing relationships that already exist and that are already good and that God is committed to. So that's really important, I think, insight that you've offered. And I think for a lot of us, that raises questions about accountability. Don't people need to be responsible for the things that they do wrong, including Jesus's disciples here? And certainly that's true, but what you've laid out, I think, shows how God's forgiveness actually enables accountability and responsibility. It's not as if God wins simply by settling a score and making sure people have to pay some kind of nasty price for the things that they've done wrong. God's desire, God's will in whatever responsibility people assume for their sins is for them to finally be healed and to enjoy communion and blessing with God and with others. This comes out really poignantly a little later in the Passion narrative, which you may have noticed when the people were even told, all the people that are gathered there before Pilate sort of call down a curse upon themselves. The blood of Jesus, they say, be upon us and upon our children. And this scene here that you're studying casts an important light on that coming moment in the drama, because it turns out that Jesus's blood acts for the forgiveness of people even when they don't know how, even when they oppose it, even when they're trying to turn it into a curse. And so Matthew has prepared us for that later moment of irony when the people who are calling down Jesus's blood as a curse upon themselves, in fact, find themselves calling upon their future, their children's future, the blessing of God's forgiveness through Jesus. So I hope we can be agents of that forgiveness in our world and learn the arts of it from Jesus. Great to work with you this term. We may have a little bit of communication in week 11, but glad to study Matthew with you here throughout the winter quarter.